known as the godfather of hip-hop last millennium. I've been blessed to be moving up, that the fans that call me now the Ra of universal hip-hop culture this millennium.
Now, you're a big reason as to where hip-hop is today and to what it is today. Now, what has kept you in the industry for so many years? What's been your push to stay in the music industry for this long?
The thing that's been pushed to keep me in the industry so long first is spirituality and knowing the supreme force, whether we call him Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, Jah, or whether we call her the queen of mother of spirituality, Isis, or Set, as they said back in ancient Kemet.
In New York in the late 60s, early 70s, you were in a crew called the Black Spades, right? And it was a gang, a New York gang, one of the most feared New York gangs at the time. Now, from that transition to Zulu Nation, now, I don't understand, like, how did you get there from, like, the most violent gang to one of the most peaceful musical movements of all time? How did you make the transition and why?
Well, the transitions was hearing the words and the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad of the Nation of Islam and people like Malcolm X and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And also hearing the words and the wisdom coming from the Black Panther Party, the Young Lords Party, and a lot of the other brothers and sisters that just was like putting us on the side and say, you know, why y'all trying to be destructors of the community? Well, y'all could be warriors for the community.
Right.
So hearing these wisdom made us to go in.
You turned it around to positive, because I mean today, in this day and age, hip-hop is seen as such a negative thing. And what you did at that time with Zulu Nation, you turned it around to such a positive thing. And I think that's such an amazing thing, where you can bring together a crew of people and just bring peace. Do you know what I mean? That is wicked, especially through music. So, do you know what I mean? I'll rate you for that so much. Okay.
Hip house and some of the great beats, hip hop, the culture.
Now, but how did that come about? I mean, did you have it in your mind how you were going to, like, because I know you used to spin tracks backwards and what else? How did you get to the thought process to actually making a new music genre?
Well, basically, we started experimenting with the records. If something was on 45, we might even slow it down to 33. Or if something's on 33, we might speed it up to a 45. Or sometimes we even had some of them turntables that could even play it up to the 78 RMPs. So, you know, back in the days, we had all these different type of the 78s, the 45s, the 33s. We also had the 8-tracks, the cassettes. So we was going through all them different channels.
But wasn't that a brave thing to do at the time? I mean, you were going out there to your crowd and playing a whole new sound. How did you feel? How did the crowd react to that?
Well, basically, we had to be bold and just say, look, I'm going to play this for this audience. And if they didn't like it, yeah, you knew what type of record to drove back on if your audience left the dance floor.
Now, I know that you've influenced so many artists in the industry over the years. You know, they've used your samples from your tracks. But who and what have been your influences?
Well, my greatest influence in the music industry, I got to give it straight up to the King of Soul, the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, and the King of Black Rock Funk, the great Sly and the Family Stone, and the man who made an empire of the funk, Uncle George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic.
Woo, I hear that. Okay, so what about today? What about the hip-hop industry today? What do you feel about the hip-hop industry and who are you feeling in the industry today?
Well, the hip-hop industry is great that we got brothers and sisters who are making lots of money, but it also has got a little bit chaotic because now we got people who really think that hip-hop is all about gangster pimps, hoes, and using this other word to call a woman. And we got the hip-hop police. Yeah, certain parts negative, but we're not saying that we want censorship. We just want to bring that balance of Mayat back into it. Mayat is balance.
What does that mean, balance?
Balance is like bringing things where we say, if you're going to play the gangster, then we want to hear the consciousness. We want to hear the love type rap. We want to hear the electro. There's a lot of these radio stations, they fake the funk when they say we hip-hop and R&B. If you say you hip-hop and R&B, where's your electro funk hip-hop? Your Miami bass, where's the hip-house? Where's the soca and the salsa hip-hop?
It's so mainstream.
All the different, yeah.
So mainstream. And sometimes they don't want to be brave.
They don't want to be.
They don't want to be brave.
It's a conspiracy to keep everybody on one style of rap and not play all the different styles of hip-hop music.
I want to take it back to to Zulu Nation, because what you did with Zulu Nation, the movement, was amazing. Now, I heard so much good things about them, so many positive vibes. Now, is it true that you guys used to walk women back to their homes at night, and used to clear out the projects of drug dealers? And how did you go about that? How did the community feel about that?
We used to do a lot of boldness. We had to be warriors, and we used to, respect the sisters and get them home when they need to get home, especially the mothers. Back in the day, your mama was my mama, your papa was my papa. We was like the African village. Everybody take care of each other. And then the drug dealers, when they was in, when we said we didn't want you in there, you better get out before nighttime, because either we had to get it on or you're going to have to move on.